Why did chosen ones suffer? Why is that such a thing? If you are chosen by God to lead a mission here on this planet, or to actually change lives, and if you know that you are chosen because you've gone through a cataclysmic experience in life, or your whole life has been cataclysmic and changeable and unordinary and very individual to you, then you'll know that you are here for a mission, for a reason, and the reason why chosen ones experience a difficult life, a very challenging life, and they often suffer at the hands of others, is because they are meant to be a student for the entire duration of their life, and they're meant to continuously learn. And each time they learn lessons, they grow an exponential amount. Their soul is so pure, so light, so brilliant, so beautiful, and it grows in its power. It grows in its ability to express, and its ability to teach, and its ability to lead, to guide others, to help others. A lot of you who are chosen by the divine himself are souls that have incarnated here for a purpose, and you either are aware of that purpose, or you are slowly becoming aware of what that purpose is. And it has very much so to do with healing others, and so that's the reason why those who are chosen by God suffer quite a bit, because they are supposed to learn how to heal themselves first, and then others as well. And so they have a lot of knowledge within their soul, which is very ancient. So they have knowledge not just from this life, but from previous lifetimes as well. Again, they are very old, inside. So they are very ancient, right? So they know a lot. And so for all those gifts and pieces of knowledge to come online, sometimes they have to be triggered awake, right? And so these triggers come in the form of situations, hard events, difficult things that happen to them, things that cause PTSD, things that cause spells of depression, things that shake them, shake their ground. A chosen one will often go through a period of multiple rebirths, right? They will be essentially at their worst many, many, many times. They can die and be reborn again multiple times throughout their one lifetime. They can collapse their experiences in such a way that they actually live many, many lives within one life. So not just a set number, but a set number within a number within a number of lives. So they experience change very frequently, and they're supposed to learn as much as they can in this lifetime, so that they can aid and teach and guide others and help others heal, even if it's just with their energy, right? One who is chosen has an energy that has been worked on, refined, to be healing, to be caring, to be knowledgeable and wise, so that they may bring light of information to their immediate communities and to society, sometimes even global society. Chosen ones are meant to have a life path that is that of a generational curse breaker, so they can break curses off themselves and others. They often will be great transmuters. They can grow to become very skilled and talented magicians, mages of all kinds, alchemists, shapeshifters, even chameleons. And they're very difficult to be understood. They're not normal people. So they're not easily understood by others, and so they often will suffer in their relationships. And this is due to that fact, but also due to the fact that they're meant to learn the balance, right, of how to give love, but also how to not overgive, and how to protect their own energy, which is very sacred, and how to go within, how to separate themselves from the general mass of society, etc. So, one who's chosen by God also does not know it, or they don't feel it. They don't walk around with that label. So I use this label simply to refer to those who are on the similar frequency that I'm on, but in no way do I identify as one, and neither should you, simply because that identification removes the blessing or the grace that is given by God to us. We're all chosen. Every person is, in a way. So it's important to remember that, nobody's any different from anybody else, truly. Again, this is the best term that I can use to attract those who are of a similar frequency as me. But it's important that we don't walk around like thinking this whatsoever, because then that leads us into delusion, and then you fall, right? And it's important to understand that labels of any kind are extremely harmful. So if one can identify less with labels and more so with feeling, with knowledge, with understanding, with love, then they will be free, because then they'll be living more so from their soul rather than from their ego. So these are the characteristics of a chosen one, and why chosen ones go through pain. Again, like I said, everybody is chosen, and if you know that you are chosen, then you are. But at the same time, not everybody is awakened to the fact that they are sacred, right? So as such, it's a select few that really do change humanity. It's a select few that really do change the world. And the world is one person at a time. It's also important to remember that. It says in the Gita, in the Bhagavad Gita, that we should be doing our work and giving the fruits of our actions to God. Why? Because then you don't get attached to the work that you do here, right? You don't think of yourself as a humanitarian or a helper or healer, whatever. Like, you don't identify yourself with your work or with any label. This is freedom. This is true freedom. And this is what we learn as we go through life, that any amount of cajole or praise from other people, it just takes away from who you are when you identify with it, because you are becoming weak. You are weakening yourself when you allow for any definition to be cast upon you. Okay, so I want to make it clear to anybody listening to this that your truth is within you, and it emanates from you as you heal the world with any small thing you do. So just be happy with that, and accept that you are a servant of God, and that you are here to do exactly that, to serve Him and His people and His children, and to help and uplift the world in any way that you can, because that's joy, and that's bliss and freedom, ultimately. So yes, one who's chosen by God, or aware of their relationship with God, rather, will go through hellfire in this life just so they can become well versed in all the lower realms, well versed in all the higher realms, so that they can develop huge compassion for every soul, living and non-living, on this realm, so that they can take knowledge from different star systems and bring it here to this planet, so that they can dive into the depths of their subconscious and understand the truth of how universal secrets operate, such as manifestation and magic and free will and love, ultimately unconditional love. And so that they can set free those who need to be set free from bondage, from chains of karma, ultimately. So that is why chosen ones go through hell here on this planet first. This is the first half, or the first part of their mission. And they are being trained here. They're always being trained. They're always being mentored and watched as well. But that's a different story. I'm not going to go there. But yes, there's that part as well. Their progress is always being monitored by those who assist them, and others as well, but we're not going to go there. So it's important to understand that we have a duty, we have a duty to maintain a certain caliber of vibration, a high vibration, the highest possible of unconditional love, so that we can give it to those who are trapped in lower states of consciousness, who without you may not ever be able to make it out. Think about that. The reason why our world operates in such a corrupt way is because of systems that have been in place for millennia that enslave and trap the free soul, and so who's going to change that? You know what I mean? Nobody outside of you will. It's going to be you. It's going to be us. And so it's important to learn the lessons that come our way, so that we can learn how to get over pain quickly and understand the lesson behind the pain, body that, and then move on to the next, right? Pain is not supposed to stay. It's supposed to point you towards your own power in the situation, your own loving power, right? In this situation, so that you can overcome this situation quickly. And this is alchemy at its finest. And the faster you do this throughout difficult situations in life, the better you'll get at it. And the better you will get at it in doing it more quickly, too. So if you've been suffering in life, if you don't know your purpose, if you don't know why you're suffering, if you feel lost, chances are you are being redirected home, okay? And home is within. And home is God, who is within, And so when we tap into that home, which happens in complete silence and solitude, then we understand that we are who we have been looking for this whole time. And we are found once again. And we can begin our journey of walking this path awakened instead of asleep. Now we look down and we realize and understand that, hey, there is a path here that I am actually walking down. I'm not just aimless. I'm not lost, So, yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this transmission, if you will. Let me know that you did. And we will talk to you in the next one. Peace to all.